we doing? I'm doing really well. I recently just graduated from this fine fountain-filled establishment myself. I graduated with a degree in linguistics, so I'm currently now working in a daycare, obviously. And coming from that, I'm thinking a lot about like who I am and like who I want to be as a person, you know. And I've realized that like I'm like in a lot of ways I'm the kind of person like I never thought I would be. You know, like I started renting this apartment in September, and I realized that it has a wooden toilet seat. And I never really thought that I would be the kind of person to have a wooden toilet seat. You know, like I knew of them and like I'd seen them at other people's houses, but I don't really get it. Like I don't know if they're better than a plastic toilet seat in some way, or like if they're cleaner or like a stylistic choice. I really don't know. And I'm kind of scared because I don't know like where we as a people stand on toilets, like wooden toilet seats. You know, like I have people over to my house, you know, and they go to the bathroom in there, and they know I have a wooden toilet seat. So are they leaving the bathroom and then they're like, man, that Allie girl, she's got a wooden toilet seat. Like I don't know that, and then like maybe everyone's afraid to tell me. They're like, oh man, someone should tell Allie, but that's really fucking weird. She shouldn't have that. No one told me that, so I don't know. So maybe like the show, like you've seen in the corner somewhere. Like seriously, like please tell me because I really want to know. Another kind of person that I never ever thought I'd be is the kind of person that can't eat wheat. Yeah, I'm that person now. It's so dumb. You know what's delicious? Gluten and wheat. Oh my God, they're so good. Like I want to give a TED Talk to like inspire each and every one of you to eat as much wheat as you possibly can. Because I think it's going to affect us all. You know, I think we're all going to get this eventually. And seriously, guys, it's so good. Like it's in everything. It's in beer, it's in cake, it's in pie, it's in happiness. In fun, yeah. And the worst part about it isn't the stuff you can't eat. It's the other part, which is that people hate you. People hate you so much and they don't know why. You know, and like I can see some of you here hate me right now. Like you. Yeah. I would bet you money that you hate me with every bone in your body. And that's okay because I hate me too. Every time I even say the word gluten, a little piece of me dies. You know, but every time I eat gluten, like a little piece of my intestine actually dies. It's like a peer pressure thing I'm working on right now. But I've been trying to like understand like why people are so angry about this and have such rage over it. And I think it's because people are scared of things that they don't understand. Like, you know, so when I tell them that, you know, bread, like, beautiful, pure, comforting bread that's always loved us and never hurt us, like that bread is making me sick, they feel scared and confused and alone. They start acting like an overprotective mother who's like just been told that their child is bullying people at school. You know, at first they like make excuses like, oh, no, not bread, couldn't be bread. Bread's such a sweet toy. Oh, that couldn't hurt a fly. You know, they're like, no, like it's really making me sick. And then they start blaming other people. They're like, oh no, bread wouldn't do that. You know who would do that? Milk would do that. Or cheese. Cheese has been running the crowd lately. Cheese would do that to you. And they're like, you know, like my doctor told me I shouldn't eat anymore. Like the evidence is really piling up. And they get like frantic and they start blaming me and they're like, no, bread wouldn't do that to you. Bread wouldn't do that to you unprovoked. Like, bread wouldn't do that to you unprovoked. What did you do to bread? What did you do to bread that would make it hurt you? No, listen to her, bread, she's a liar and can't be trusted. So I try not to bring it up too much. But it's hard, you know, because sometimes I do get offered free cupcakes. You know, and I don't want to be known as the kind of person who says no to a free cupcake. You know, like, I would rather be known as the kind of person who, like, just downloaded the Yahoo search bar, like, on purpose. You know, or who's using, like, Bing instead of Google. Or, frankly, someone who uses a wooden toilet seat. But, yeah, I think this whole thing started when I used to work at Cobb's Bakery, and I didn't make a lot of money there. I got paid like $10 an hour, And so I decided to make up for that. I would just eat $10 an hour worth of bread there, and then I would be making $20. And it'd be like a super sweet job. So I basically just ate way too much bread and was so bored all the time because I worked at the bakery and I wasn't even baking bread. Like I was just selling it, and I worked there at night when nobody buys bread. You know, no one's like sitting around a home at 11. They're like, oh yeah, I think it's time to get a loaf. It definitely happened. You know, so I had to like start to get to know like my coworkers. The thing about like getting to know people is that I hate it. I hate it so much because you guys are lovely, but like I hate getting to know people. You know, and so this. Like I spent my first year of university in residence, and I made no friends because people would come up to me and they'd be like, "Hey, how's your day going?" And I'd be like, "I have work at home, please leave." and then they would. And that was not a great way to start that chapter in my life. But anyway, this girl she was from Langley, and she would drive in every day from Langley to Cobb's in Kitsilano, which is about a 4-hour shift every day. And I think that says a lot about her as a person. In our daily conversations, we started dropping these hints. Like, you know when someone really wants to tell you something so bad, so they start making statements that force you to ask questions. You know, one day she comes up to me and she's like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, the cutest guy asked me out, but he wants me to cuddle, and I know he means more than cuddles, and I don't know what to do, because then I'm gonna have to tell him about my disease." You have to ask them what disease they have, right? But I don't have that kind of social skill. You know, I can't go there, so I'm pretty sure I was just like, oh, and I just kind of let it slide. And I didn't want to have that conversation behind the Cobb's bread counter, you know. But she was still going for it, and she would drop these hints dispersed between mundane daily troubles that she was having. She was, "Oh boy, I just can't get my piercing clean. I can go in and figure out how to do it. By the way, I'm so mad at my old manager because she told everyone about my disease, and then no one would talk to me." I don't want to have that conversation. You know, there's no way it's going well. The best that conversation is going to go is I'm going to be like, oh, what disease do you have? Oh, that disease. Is Cobb's going to cover that? No? Oh, those raisin scones are flying off the shelves today. You know, you can't go back to scone talk after the disease discussion has taken place. You know, it just doesn't work that way. She really wanted that moment, though. And the last day I worked there, she came up to me and she was like, "Allie, I don't know what to do. My best friend wants me to donate blood, but I can't because of my disease. And I don't know what to do because I don't want to have to tell my best friend about my disease." What? Your best friend doesn't know about your disease? And you're telling me your Cobb's bread coworker? What kind of mixed up perceptions do you have about boundaries? Are you unable to tell your own mother that you love her, but you go into the hairdresser and you're like, "Yeah, I've been wetting the bed a lot lately." Or you go to H&M and they're like, "Hey, did you find everything okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, except I've been having a lot of suppressed memories come to light recently. And I'm pretty sure that I'm the one who killed my cousin." So I quit that job, obviously. It's not on my resume anymore. After I quit, she added me as a friend on Facebook, which I can only assume was part of her lifelong campaign to let me know what disease she had. And I was waiting for a disease-related status, you know, we're gonna go first day feeling disease. You know, or at least a message who was like, "Fine, this is what disease I have, you win!" It hasn't happened. Guys, this is actually the worst part, is that she's a real person. None of that is made up. I wrote down everything she said to remember it. And she has, like, I've done this story at like a bunch of like stand-up events, and she's liked the events on Facebook. She hasn't attended. She said she's going to attend, but she's like physically liked them. And I know there's going to be a day. There's going to be a day. But I look into that crowd and I lock eyes with her, and we have this moment where I'm like, I just told everyone about your disease. Pure human connection that only we know. I'm not going to be like, and there she is! I'm not going to do that. And I'm pretty sure she's just like leave and like not say anything and like do something weird. But I feel like hope like maybe one day she'll just like come running down those stairs and burst the door open and run down like punch me out and take the microphone and be like, I'm here, I'm the disease girl! I'm the disease